Hey guys, on today's video, we're going to talk through how to put on tire cables. So first thing, before you get into a tire chain situation, you want to make sure two things. Number one, that you have the right amount of tire chains for your vehicle, and also that you have the right size of tire chains for the tires that are on your rig. So once we've decided we're in a situation where tire chains are required to keep going, we need to find a good spot to put those chains on. Chances are, if tire chains are required, there's probably not a great spot available. So we're gonna look for the best thing that we can. Once we've got our chains out, we wanna lay them out on the ground and figure out which side is up and which side goes on the inside of the tire. So now that I got my tire cable laid out on the ground, I want to identify inside to outside. On these tire cables, they have this clamp mechanism that's gonna tighten the chain on the tire. I know this needs to be on the outside of the tire. Now, we look at up versus down. On these tire cables, this clamp I want to be on the outside of the tire. So this is going to be my up side or the outside of the tire. So I'm going to turn this around. Now that I have my tire cable laid out properly, I'm going to drape it over the tire. You can see why doing this in a foot of snow really sucks. Now that our tire cables have been draped over the tires, I've got this end tucked in as far as I can get it. Now I'm going to pull the vehicle forward a few feet and then finish the assembly. Now that I've brought my connection points around more to the top of the tire, I'm going to make my first connection on the inside, putting this wire through the slot and getting it down to the tightest notch I can get. Securing my excess cable on this clip. So we're going to do the same thing on this side, bringing this wire through, catching as many notches as we can get, and then we ratchet it up, hooking that on the inside of the wire. So now that we've gotten our tire cables as tight as we can get them for now, we're going to drive just a little bit ahead. And you don't have to go very far, but you do want to drive a little bit and then come back and check them and retighten as necessary. Almost always this will be all loose, both on the inside and the outside, and you can get another notch and then retighten and then try it again. After you've done that a couple times, then the tire chains should be pretty tight so that you can continue to drive. All right, so here we've set up two examples, one with the tire cables and then one with the tire chains to show you the difference. And really the main difference between the two is durability and really the life of the chain. Tire cables are really meant for rare uses and really to cover short distances, where if you actually need tire chains for a longer distance, you actually want to use a true tire chain. When thinking about where you want to put your tire cables at, you want to put them on the axle that is your driving axle. Sometimes you might have two axles, but only one of them is powered. Sometimes you might have two axles and both of them are powered either all the time or with a power divider. If you actually have both axles that drive, it's a good idea to apply chains to both of those axles so you get the most traction. All right, so hopefully this provided a little bit of clarity on the difference between tire cables and tire chains and how to apply them on your tires. Talk about your experiences with tire chains in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one.